One of my main aims in bilateral cooperation is to support the growth of the economy in Jordan. And that is important because the rate of growth in the last years has been decreasing, and the economy cannot generate the number of jobs that are needed in order to absorb the youth people in particular coming on the labor market. So that's why financial inclusion and in general financial services are very important in the country. They help to provide the capital for people to grow their business and also to help new enterprises to find the cash that they need in order to develop. This is important in order to help the economy, but more in particular to reach out to new people who are looking for economic opportunities. And two categories that we're focusing on are youth and women. And financial inclusion of youth and women is an important part of this policy because we're going to access the people and create new jobs for them that are going globally to fuel economic growth. I think that resilience is one of the main aspects of our cooperation with Jordan. The country has received an enormous number of refugees in the last years, especially after the Syria crisis. And we are determined as the EU to help Jordan increase its resilience and its capacity to host this refugee population. So when you ask how we're going to support the financial sector, I think that we're going to work at two levels. First of all, at the level of the regulatory support. And then we are working on financial inclusion with the Central Bank of Jordan in order to help them to design the right policy to improve the governance system of microfinance and to create a financial sector that reaches more into small actors through microfinance institutions. And that's more at the policy level. But then more at the private sector level, we're also working with the Jordanian private sector in order to reinforce the exports towards the European Union. And for this, we have recently taken a decision to simplify our so-called rules of origin, which are the trade rules that frame our trade cooperation with Jordan. And as long as enterprises will hire a certain percentage of Syrian labor, they will take advantage of these simplified rules of origins in Jordan's developing economic zones. And there we're going to work with the private sector in order to integrate Syrian refugees into the workforce. And I think that for these schemes, microfinance and in general the financial sector in the country will be very important because these are new production facilities that will need funding and investment and a more conducive financial sector for private enterprise.